Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day number 5 of the Summit 2 by G2A.com America, and we have made it into game number 5, the last one of the day. It's been a long, long day as it is, as we've been behind schedule due to that very long game number 2, I believe it was, and ever since then I've been frantically between games trying to get everything up and running. It's been quite the shit show, but man, oh man, we have made it to the pinnacle point, and this gentleman here, stiff, handsome, nips and all, Mr. Mott, you've been here by my side. I appreciate it so much. Are you ready to take it home with me?
I really am. Sneaky Nick's Assassins versus Not Today, the last match of the day. We couldn't end with a better one. These two teams have faced off together a couple of times now. In fact, it's becoming a classic matchup even between these two squads. So we'll see how things do turn out as the Proving squad. They'll pick up the Mirana and the Title Hunter, and Sneaky Nick's Assassins pick up the Nature's Prophet first.
Yep. And as far as records go, the Sneaky Nick's Assassins are crawling their way up. I believe they had a pretty hard start. 0-2, I believe, led them up after the first day or two. And now they're sporting a 2-2 record. So a win would definitely help them get that much closer to one of the top 4 spots. Not Today are currently 1-0. So them and Complexity finally making their second showing today and looking to remain strong as ever. As most of these teams are just, heavy favorites, I'd have to say. It's really hard for me to pick out which 4 are looking good. I mean, Infinity Stack, we continue to see them really impress. Navi US has always been a promising NA team. That's like, if you consider EG as like the Tier 1 NA team, there's really no one else on their level. I mean, right now. And many people would not argue with that. But Tier 2, I would say almost 1.5 would be Navi US, like SNA right there. Not Today's also looks really good. But then Tier 2 is pretty much the majority of everyone else. So, I mean, just as it goes, I'd have to say that these two teams, man, they're going to be right up there. And we get an early shot at what could be happening here in the playoffs to come.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, there are some real top teams up here, and I think Sneaky Nick's Assassins has the potential to be one of them. Now, they do have a stand-in. They have Whitebeard coming back in. Brax is going to be playing again, though, so look to see him in the mid lane as he was in that capacity earlier as well. Sheep was playing for them, but Whitebeard is back, and so we'll see what heroes they do want to go for as we are going to get back underway in just a moment. But honestly, I'm excited because I think Complexity could be up there as well. I think Complexity has a really good chance of being one of the top tier teams in terms of, you talk about tier 1.5. I think they could be there.
I agree. I certainly do. Though we do have to consider that there has been a couple of roster changes and changes kind of still happening and developing that even we don't really have a whole lot of information on. So things could definitely change up quite a bit, but still a strong foundation on the side of both of these teams. I mean, Smash is probably one of the more iconic figures on the side of Not Today, but he has a strong backing with him. Ewo has been a phenomenal point man as their core carry when Smash is doing serious work in the mid lane. And, Sneaky Nick's Assassins, a well-versatile group, almost a reincarnation of the old Liquid squad, definitely have a strong following as well. So it's really hard to say. I mean, this is going to be, I would imagine, a split-even kind of a matchup here. And we'll see. As Nature's Prophet Abaddon, the first 2 grabs here for Sneaky Nick's Assassins. Interesting that they get the Abaddon this early. It makes me think that they're looking to go something on their own side. It's not a defensive grab, at least. Or maybe they're either A, heavily babysitting a potential late-game core carry. I mean, they don't have the benefit of grabbing the Terrorblade this go-around, but could be someone else. Or B, they can go for that funky, fresh, like Necro kind of a lineup. But we'll have to see really what's on the plate for them.
Yeah, there's a lot of options here. I mean, we are getting to the second ban phase. Luckily, there is no Death Prophet. Terrorblade was taken out as well by Not Today. They saw what TC could do with that. TC's just been playing really well recently. Again, you're just going to get every time with him a solid potential performance coming out. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, he could put on the GPM. He can get some farm. He can take some buildings down, especially with that Terrorblade. But that will get banned out. Not Today. We'll grab another ban here, as they, of course, the ban from Sneaky Nick's Assassins is going to be Your Face's Void. So, I mean, Mirana now. What's the choice to go with that? Shadow Demon potentially. I mean, Bane. You won't have obviously
She's peanut
I
butter.
mean,
We just need something to
5
go with it,
seconds
whether
remaining.
it's jelly, whether it's a cracker, whether it's a carrot. Like, I don't really know what else goes with peanut butter. Celery? Celery
Reserve.
kind
yeah,
of goes
celery
with
works.
ants
There
on
you
a
go.
log, baby. That's what I'm all about. My
Mhm.
youth. Got to get that healthy diet happening that way, I'm sure. But she could also be used as a core. We more often than not see her as a support, but it has been picked up time for time as a potential off
Radiant
laner
team
or maybe
pick.
even a mid laner. You know, Sing Sing is one of the pioneers of that kind of a get up. So it's really hard to say. Both teams have a pretty flexible lineup as it is. Maybe Abaddon being the only known secure support. But interesting to note, Skyrath Mage completely ignored. I haven't seen this in quite a while. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you see it more often in the Eastern scene. They don't necessarily rely on the Skywrath Mage as much,
10
but
seconds
I
remaining.
think for these squads, it's kind of weird that SNA and Not Today aren't
5
really grabbing any
seconds
of these
remaining.
heroes. But I don't know. There's a lot of you still have an option. I mean, Not Today could grab it here. The
Reserve
thing is,
time.
Sneaking Assassins don't need to ban it because if there's a Mirana, there's a good chance they're going to be picking up something like a Shadow Demon or a Bane, and that's what we were talking about
Team
already.
pick.
So. You know, you don't necessarily need a Scarith Mage with their lineup. Sneaking Assassins already have an Abaddon, so they need something with a Disable. So we just might not see Scarith in general in this game. Ember Spirit is picked up for Not Today. That is probably going to be Smash's hero, I think. Although Ewo can play it, but I believe it's just going to be Smash, and that seems like his type of hero as well.
Yeah, he loves his high octane kind of a heroes. I think the last time we've watched them play, he played the Dragon Knight, which they conveniently banned
10
on their own
seconds
side,
remaining.
not favoring too much heavy pushing assault, which is something they could consider. I mean,
5 seconds
TC's
remaining.
been one to know to play Dragon Knight, but also Brax. Brax loves playing this hero. They played it earlier today, but he also
Reserve
favors
time.
other big snowball heroes. A TA could be something on the horizon, though. A TA versus Ember Spirit can, I don't know, man. Not a matchup you see a whole lot often. Could definitely work to the benefit. I mean, Ember Spirit can be pretty flexible and evasive, but can also be susceptible to heavy burst damage, which could work to their benefit. So it's really hard to say, but you know, as it goes, it seems to be the old standard for now. If they wanted to grab a hold of that precious Necro, he is still in the pool and available here, and we'll have to see how it works out. But that shield already going to do nice work. I mean, it will relieve anyone caught out from that lingering arrow and the chains as well. And it looks like Sneaky Nyx Assassins are going
Radiant
with more of a
team pick.
snowball kind of a core lineup right now as they grab a hold of the Slark, which we saw in good hands last game in Complexity.
Yeah, this is it's a hero that's seen a lot of play recently, man. I'll tell you what, that this is the flavor of the month, I think, is the Slark. I've seen almost every team run it in multiple different varieties, but mostly as the safe lane carry, and all of a sudden it becomes just kind of scary and difficult to deal with. So I think this is a good choice
10
against an Ember
seconds
Spirit.
remaining.
He could really destroy Ember quickly. Ember's squishy, he's paper thin, as we talked
5
about. And,
seconds remaining.
oh, yeah. Great. We'll see how
Indeed.
it goes.
Now it's seemed more likely that
Reserve time.
they want to follow up a secondary support here. Bane, Shadow Demon, both in the pool available if they want to go real aggressive early and add pressure on whoever the potential mid laner could be. But now you have Dark Pact and the shield. I mean, Sneaky Nyx Assassin's not looking to get caught down by any sort of lockdown whatsoever. But no, it's going to be
Dire
an Evo
team pick.
Morphling, which I believe they did play in their first matchup here in the Summit too. And they put on a really strong showing. Actually, I'm trying to rattle my brain who it was they played against right here. It looks like it was against... Was it Gurg Squad? Who's this? Gurg Squad. Yep, they beat out Gurg Squad on the back of this Morphling who did serious work, while Gurg Squad tried to get it done with a Terror Blade, if I remember correctly. But Not Today just looks sharp as ever.
10 seconds
And they're going to kind of
remaining.
roll with the same. I mean, you've got a good thing going. Why not, right? So, Morphling
5
it is.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, Ewo is great at farming. Wow, this is...
Radiant team.
Are we watching
down.
the same game as the last one?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
surprised. They go for the Zeus pickup here. That's probably going to be your mid laner, and they just need to support. I've seen them play the Whitebeard for Nature's Prophet. I don't know if that's the choice this game, but it certainly is an option. However, is this a
10
Brax Zeus
seconds
is the
remaining.
question. We'll find out.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Zeus when he's stuck in a support role. I
5
think Zeus
seconds
is at his best
remaining.
when he gets early levels and
Yes.
is able to really snowball, like we saw Swindle Melons do. That is
Reserve
what you
time.
want to do as a Zeus. Only
Yeah.
occasionally I've seen a good support play, like maybe on VG Gaming when FY plays
Dire
it, he can
team
somehow make it
ban.
work. But more often than not, it's Super on their team who gets a hold of that Zeus and can put in a nice showing. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I would wager this is going to be a mid lane Zeus, and I already said how Ember Spirit can be a bit susceptible to early hefty damage, and Zeus is the one that can dish it. So it's going to be
10
interesting to see how that ends up
seconds
working out
remaining.
for him. He also benefits from, you know, his little passive, being able to
Radiant
scout out, I
team
guess,
pick.
any sort of moonlight shadow ganks coming their way.
Yeah,
I guess that's
exactly.
a small little factor that definitely helps him quite a bit. But hey, I welcome the Mario Man. Why not?
Yeah, I mean this guy he's in desperate need of a model update, but he can pump out the damage. This guy he just looks like crap, honestly. But
Yeah,
at the same time, it's fine.
He
It's
really
fine.
needs some loving, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, he's been played a lot more recently, which I enjoy. Not today, pick up the CM. I hear that's seen a lot of play recently as well. And CM Marana is certainly, I mean, it's formidable. It's tougher to hit the arrow combo there, but it's something that can work out.
Now, if I remember correctly, the combo, I can't remember if it was today. It's already been a long day, Mott. But when I was talking about Crystal Maiden, and she was run as a duo in the mid lane, her just kind of lingering nearby, doing some work in the jungle. But then every once in a while, and I believe it was side by side with an Ember Spirit
10
on Vici
seconds
Gaming,
remaining.
Super playing the Ember, FY playing the Crystal Maiden. I hate how I always have to reference back to
5
Vici
seconds
and then
remaining.
playing, but I just have been watching a lot of China Dota recently. But if he jumps in, gets a nice lockdown, followed up with the Crystal Maiden harassment, they can get a lot of work done in that mid lane. And Zeus is not one who can deal with heavy harassment early. And it looks like Sneaky Nyx Assassins, they finish out their lineup. We're going to see another Ogre McGee as he rounds out what looks like their support duo, him and the Abaddon. All right. I'm ready for a party.
Yeah, I mean it's party time now here as Ogre is that's a Brax Ogre and a Whitebeard Zeus.
Whoa,
I don't like
taking a
that.
page out of the Root Gaming book, it looks like.
Oh man,
My,
this
oh my.
the support Zeus is just, man. I am not a huge fan of it, but
I don't know, maybe
Prepare
maybe they
for
had
battle.
to make a quick audible play. I mean, who really knows what's happening behind the screens of the Sneaky Nyx Assassins, but they're going to make a call here, and Whitebeard's going to be playing the Whitebeard Zeus as a support, and got quite a stigma against that one. We'll see if it ends up working to their benefit as we do make our way into the last game of the day. A fifth and final best of one between Not Today going against the Sneaky Nyx Assassins. The Summit to America. Round out day number 5. I'll lead out your introductions here for the Radiant side. It's Not Today. We got Mihawk, who's playing your off-lane Tide Hunter. In the mid lane, it's going to be none other than Smash. The iconic figure for this team, I'd have to say. He's playing your Ember Spirit, lingering nearby already. It's going to be your Marana, played by Masoku. And also, we're going to have I changed his name again.
30 seconds
Miskow?
to battle.
I mean, I pronounce it Misko, but he has the CAO emphasized here, which makes
Miskow.
me,
Maybe he's
which
just
makes me
tired of the way
believe-
we pronounce it.
Exactly, that's what
He's
I
like,
think.
it's Miss Cow. All right, fine,
Exactly.
Miss Cow. You're going to be playing Crystal Maiden, Miss Cow. Bottom lane, it's going to be Ewo. He's going to be playing your Morphling, and I believe that rounds out your Not Today squad.
And for Sneaky Nyx Assassins, already in the top lane, the top rune spot, Whitebeard playing your support Zeus. Fluff and stuff on your Abaddon.
battle
Arrow sailing
begins.
through, and it's going to connect on Fluff. This is a problem. Double damage is picked up by Whitebeard, but Fluff in some trouble. He cannot arrow, or rather Photic. He will Photic. He's still in some trouble, though. First blood going to Miss Cow. Mihawk almost going down, but now Whitebeard getting chased down as well. He's going to try to fight them. Arc Lightning going, arrow connecting, but it's a short duration, short range, and Whitebeard does not want to fight. He's out of mana. Crystal Nova goes, but misses. And that's first blood going the way of Not Today. But back into the introductions, Brax, your top lane, Slark, Brax. Meanwhile, TC mid lane, Ogre Magi, and bottom lane, off lane, IX Mike 88, Nature's Prophet.
Yep, and he's going to be going what looks like for now against a one-on-one matchup against Evo. Well, we could see those supports roam about, but they're still lingering near this mid lane. That pesky Marana wants an arrow. She's faking it about right now, hoping to get a quick catch here on the Ogre. TC, who does have the benefit of those early huge stat gains, the 7 armor, 2.5 regen, which I'm sure everyone's heard of plenty of times. Every time this hero's picked up now, could still get caught out pretty easily with enough lockdown follow-up from the side of Not Today. So it looks like they're not going to wait out for that opportunity window, and instead they're going to rotate back towards the bottom and try to help out their Morphling quite a bit and not allow Mike to get the best out of this off-lane experience.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be... Mike's going to have to play this pretty well. He's going to have to pull with the trans, potentially. We can test pulls, maybe. I mean, you do have the Crystal Maiden and the Marauder nearby. They can easily kill Mike if he gets caught out of position, so Mike has to be very careful. And meanwhile, top lane, I mean, Fluff is going to try his best to harass down Mihawk, but it's going to be kind of difficult, honestly, because it's just, I mean, they're two melee heroes, and this could be a very good lane for Mihawk, but they are looking to maybe just try to pounce on Mihawk and kill him. He doesn't have a stout shield, no points to crack a chill either, so he is susceptible early on now without some damage reduction.
Yeah, but looks like Whitebeard is doing the jungle Zeus or something. He's stacking it up and putting that Arc Lightning to use right now. Hasn't benefited from any XP. He finally will once he completes this out, but this is a lot of effort right now for Zeus to try to get something done. And,
The prize is mine.
CTC and Smash to kind of just bump shoulders as top lane is going to be guarded out from your Whitebeard. He's going to pick up that regen. Actually, Whitebeard? No, Whitebeard doesn't grab it. And TC grabs it right there, throws it in his bottle. That leaves the bounty at the bottom, who was quickly taken up right there. And now you're going to see a smoke happen here between your Crystal Maiden and Mirana. It looks like they're going to use that towards the bottom lane and try to get a hold of Mike.
Mike has truants, but he has no real way of detecting them
He's
through
deep
smoke.
right now.
Mike's dead, I think. I think he's going to die.
Hi. Here we go. Locks him in place. Makes for an easy arrow. You don't see that combo too often, but it definitely gets the job done. And right there, not today. Clean up another, and they push ahead 3-0.
Although you only have 70 last hits right now, and you have Brax with 16 in the top lane, so he's doing great. Meanwhile, mid lane, TC, Smash is getting kind of low. He's going to pop with the regen, just throws out a nice little fire blast. Smash has to bottle up. TC sitting at 15 last hits. Smash is only sitting at 12. So TC having the better end of this one. And he'll just throw up another Ignite. It's just easy for TC. It doesn't cost that much mana, and it's a lot of damage as well. So
Burning down Smash a lot, and Smash doesn't want to have to carelessly keep throwing out the Flame Guard just to remove a lot of that damage. Would love to be playing a little more aggressive, but Ogre's Ogre. And you can't always just kind of make what you want happen there, and he just keeps throwing it on out. That damn bottle allows him to really open up on him, and here we go with the big right clicks. And it is coming back to me that TC has played this Ogre in the mid lane not that long ago, but he did optimize for the early and quick Agnum Scepter. He built a lot of stuff along the way, including his boots first and everything, so I wonder if he's going to change it all about. Now, Whitebeard does go down to the creeps, and that was not on purpose. He has a lot of gold.
he did not buy it.
And,
Maybe he actually, I don't know. He didn't have any regen. I don't know. I
don't
think that was unintentional, but we'll see.
That's something I can really keep an eye on right there.
Yeah.
He does go down, and now he has to take the long walk of shame back here, and he's only level 2. And, you know, I am going to give him the fair shot to see if this support Zeus can convince me into being a big factor in this game, but it's a struggling start, as we imagined.
Well, the thing is, he's got to expend a lot of mana with these level 1 Arc Lightnings. I mean, he's got a Clarity, and he's just spamming it out right now, and he's almost taking this... Oh, he's very close to Kinston and the Clarity, but another couple of Arc Lightnings will allow him to finish off the stack and then maybe get Boots. I mean, he'd like to have Arcanes, theoretically. He is going to get level 3 off of this, so, I mean, it's doing something. Mirana's at level 3. CM's at level 3. They're having a better time, though. I mean, juggling CM is just... It's so much better than the Zeus. It's so much more optimized because you have mana regeneration. Frostbite's so good for taking big creeps down quickly, and I don't know. I'm not sold on Whitebeard having this either, so...
We'll have to see if it manages to develop into something that the sneaky Nyx Assassins can really utilize as a team. TC's still getting free reign in this mid. He's 27-5 to Smash's 17-1. So Ogre is putting on an early clinic right now in this mid lane as Smash dances around with his haste. Eats the Ignite once again, man. He's got to be hating that thus far. But your CS King right now is your Slark. Brax in the top lane, man. He is 32-19. A lot of denies in a recent patch where denies mean that much more. Your Mihawk is struggling for a little bit of extra XP. Still level 3, trying to get level 4 here, making use of the side pool camp where Fluff is going to be like, no, you cannot do that. Sorry. Takes it right back.
And Whitebeard actually picks up a point booster as well, or rather an energy booster, not a point booster, but he's going for early Arcanes. Mike's getting more in terms of experience because Mike died and he's just playing more aggressively. Arrow's going to sail through. Fluff is going to avoid it. That was an errant arrow coming in from Misoku. A bit questionable at best. They have no CM either, so Misoku's roaming around. He's not getting much done now. He's losing experience, and he's really not finding much. So, kind of interesting. Smash is going to remnant up to the top rune spot, taking another Ignite, and he'll find a bouncy rune.
So you have now Mike forfeiting out this bottom lane to Ewo and his Morphling, and Miss Cow on Crystal Maiden. So you got two different people trying to farm up the jungle, it seems like, for now, on the side of Sneaky Nyx Assassin. So Whitebeard does make his appearance into the lane for now, but Tidehunter
is under attack.
being very elusive, not going to allow for the easy opportunity for Brax to open up, because if he does get the pounce off, it could be pretty struggling for him, because even though Whitebeard has low mana, he has reasonable burst to work with, but relatively quiet, especially on the side of Nyx Assassins. Now TC pushing on to level 7, has the multicast available, keeps throwing out those ignites on Smash. Smash has to keep doubling back, getting up that extra bit of regen.
Because of this, Smash can't get the farm that he wants. This is, again, the problem with an Ember Spirit, is just that you're so susceptible to taking any sort of damage early on, even with Flame Guard. A Knight does go through yet again. Fire Blast, no multicast. TC might have been able to get the kill there had he got it, but the Remnant going to come out from Smash. Look how much damage this is doing. He did go for the level 4 Ignite, so...
Nice little change you got there. I'm Ogre. I don't care about that crap. We'll just kind of eat it up and keep on clubbing home where he continues to get things done. You see Whitebeard pressing on forward, trying to nuke down Tidehunter little by little, who was not getting a whole lot. 6-0 in his off-lane experience so far. Mike, though, 17-3, though he did pay a brief visit towards the jungle. Ewo on his Morphling is 41-13 right now, and he already has his ring and power tread, so the early makings of their standard Linken's build now on this Morphling. But we have a smoke rotation coming out from Not Today. They're looking to strike again. They need assistance in this mid lane, and this is where they're going to get it. Coming in from behind, TC is very far forward. They slow him down, put out the cold, and yeah, that's all they need. They get it done.
Oh,
Mike comes in, and he also hands himself over. This is a double kill right now for Morphling, and Fluff also goes down. Triple kill. Oh, my God. You could not have asked for a worse situation for the sneaky Nyx assassins than that. Ewo coming over just reaps in all the benefits from 3 kills back-to-back in this mid lane.
They did not know what they were getting involved with. They did not know there were going to be 4 heroes rotating in when they TP'd, and they did not stop those TPs. Once TC dies, they should just stop those TPs. Don't rotate. Don't try to go for the counter kill. It's just not going to happen. He walks right into another arrow. Smash comes in. There's the Flame Guard. He is rather tanky, though. I don't think TC will die from this. Series Chase does miss. Multicast going in. They ignite. Smash might have to run it away.
He hits right clicks in. He's done. He's done.
That's it. TC gets the kill.
Nice return kill, and finally, the sneaky Nyx assassins get
Brax top
themselves
lane.
on the board.
Mihawk. Brax misses his pounce.
Oh! Does get it in the end, though. Okay. The ultimate there of IX Mike, the Wrath of Nature, that bonks him on the head on the last one. Brax, of course, providing the
top
vision for that to get done, and now they follow up with another nice kill right there. They take down the Ember Spirit, and now the Tidehunter had already been having a bit of a rough time here in his off lane. It's going to be quite a ways before he gets a hold of his first secure item, and Brax is going to be able to take advantage of that. High CS for him thus far. He's got 1,400 gold. Could go for that early investment into a Blink Dagger to just get that much more mobile.
Yeah, that's generally what people build. I mean, he did build an Orb of Venom first, which means that he might actually just go straight Scotty. I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like another item like a Blink or a Drum is fine first. I have seen Scotty first, but I don't think it's the best thing in the world. Meanwhile, Smash gets ignited again in the mid lane. This guy is not having that great of a time. He's only got 31 last hits, although Morphling does get the tower, so that'll be a small increase in gold. Multicast and a Smash Ignite as well. My God.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's going to be forced to use a lot of his bottle to make
He's got a
anything
Flame
happen
Guard.
here.
He Flame Guards away a lot of the Ignite damage, and he just backs up. Whitebeard is looking for this kill, and he can't find it. He was walking up, and little Mario, no such luck.
No Goomba for you to jump on, my friend. Uh-oh, he does see Smash up on the high ground right there, and gets shackled right down. He's already down to half life. Flimsy little Zeus, not much life to work with. Might have to be careful here. He's still planting himself in this mid lane, and Smash sees him. He sees a little wounded deer. He wants blood. He's going to get it. Oh, that support. Zeus. Very, very flimsy here. Gets caught out very, very easily. Smash was struggling during the laning phase after a big team fight in the mid lane. Profitable for Not Today, and now that kill brings him right back into it.
Yeah, that's just... Smash got lucky with the regen room top, and then he just remnanted back mid, and he popped up the regen, and they just killed Whitebeard, who had no idea. So he just got destroyed. And I understand why they didn't put the Zeus mid, because against Flame Guard, it's not great. Zeus being said, but I still think that... I mean, Whitebeard in the jungle, he does have Arcanes, that's great. He's almost level 6, that's great, but... What are they actually going to get done with this? We have to find out. Fluff still has no boots, by the way. He is the selfless one now.
Big damage, but not going to do a whole lot through that guard. Gets healed up, but I think Smash, if he has the opportunity, might be able to open up. Fluff is already dishing out all the heals he can, and he eats an arrow! Fantastic arrow thrown in. See you later, Whitebeard. He gets shaved off and taken down. Brax rotates in, pounces forward, and is not going to catch anyone. And now they commit their core from the top lane here to the mid. And the things continue to just not go that great for the Nyx assassins. They grab another sweet kill on that Zeus.
They have to blink away. Brax does go for the blink early on, so now expect the Scotty to be next. Maybe a drum if he really wants it, like we saw last game from Moon Meander, but...
Oh, boy.
Yep.
They want Ogre.
They're going to find him.
His life might be Ogre here in a moment as they jump in. Slow him down. Frost, arrow. ETPs. He's big boy.
He's so damn tanky. Jesus, that guy is just... 1300 health, 9 armor. Hey, I see you guys are trying to gank me. I'm just going to leave. Bye. Goodbye. See y'all later. He just gets out.
Could have gone a little bit different. Maybe if Mirana found herself in a better position to maybe land a nice longer arrow to lock him in place a little bit longer, but
Radiant's middle tower is
fortunately
under
that
attack.
opportunity is not going to be there, and he does make his escape. It prevents him from a little bit of extra farm, but he just walks himself back down. He's already got another component of his Agnums. Needs about 2 more, and he'll have it complete with the secondary Fire Blast ready to go. His burst potential gets pretty hot and heavy real quick. Fluff puts down a counter ward here, right halfway through the river. Not going to see quite anything with it. And then he'll make his move towards the bottom lane, it looks like. That'll prevent this tier 2 from being pushed a whole lot more. Perseverance going to be complete now on Ewo. And touching base with Smash. He's got his phase, he's got his bracer, he's going to look to complete out his drums as he also adds pressure on this tier 1 in the mid lane.
He was bringing out his ultimate orb. He just needs the recipe now for his Lincoln Sphere. That'll be a big pickup for him. And this is what, you know, we saw. Obviously, Root Gaming had a really rough game. They didn't get that early item up on Ink. And now that there is this Lincoln Sphere, this is definitely a lot better of a position for Not Today than it was for Root, where they were facing up against a Slark and a Zeus. Also a bit different because the Zeus is not being played in the core role. He does get his level 6 down. I wanted to see how that does benefit Nyx Assassin. What can they get done with this? Ag's pretty close to being done for Ogre Magi. He does have the Staff of Wizardry, so they're getting there, man. They're getting there with some of these items. So
you also got to consider, I mean, Mihawk is blitzing right for that Blink Dagger. And once he gets a hold of that, that could be a big game changer for Not Today. We're already at the upper hand of this game. That's going to be a huge team fight impact and initiation. They would love. Brax wants to get a hold of him. Does burst him down like that, pounces on through, and not even a little Crystal Maiden can prevent him from making a swift escape. So a nice hit and run job coming out from Brax on the Slark. And just as Tidehunter was getting so close to that Blink Dagger, he gets taken down a peg, and he's going to have to wait a little bit longer.
That answers my question what they can get done with the Zeus ult. They can kill a Tidehunter. I mean, obviously, Brax sets him up for, you know, success there, but really smart play. They get the ult off, they get the kill. And nicely done there. Smash is going to be popping the Invis Rune. He's going to walk. It looks like there was this Observer Ward, so they know that he picked it up. So now bottom is going to back away. IX Mike has been very quiet this game. And we talked about how MGW got super involved in that game earlier, but uh-oh. They're going to gank Brax maybe in this top lane, I think.
He's forced to double back for now. Mihawk is kind of trying to set the bait maybe for his 2 follow-ups. His 2 supports who've been doing work. And after not getting a hold of TC prior, maybe he'll set up a Ravage just to commit this one if he wants, doing as much damage as possible, but also at the same time kind of scaring Brax back, maybe feeling a bit uneasy. Like, why is this Tidehunter getting so aggressive all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So, but he's still lingering about here.
I think he could have popped his Ravage. I think he... I don't know. I guess anytime Mihawk pops his Ravage, though, it looks like Brax will probably see it, and he'll just be able to Dark Pact it off, so that's the problem. I mean...
Gotta have those quick fingers.
Yeah. And he also has his Blink Dagger, too, so, I mean... We'll see if Brax gets caught out here. I mean, they're very patient.
The second I look away,
right now.
something's going to happen. I know. I swear to God.
I'll keep my eye on for you. Arrow? Selling through? No.
Nope.
All right, well.
All right, now he
You're good to
definitely
look away
knows.
now, I think.
Oh, but look who's creeping in from the
Blink.
side. It's Ogre. He's moving on in. Hey, Crystal Maiden, nice multi in your face. Ignite. Well, I don't think the ult was necessary there, Mr.
No.
Whitebeard, but they get the job done
Dire's
regardless.
bottom
Crystal
tower
Maiden
is
gets
under attack.
turned into a pool of shattered ice, and she's done for. Nice grab like that. Sneaking Nyx Assassin's claw back, but here we go. Smash moves on in. Wants to make a go at IX Mike right here. Mike gets shielded up from Fluff, but he's leading way too much damage. Adaptive Strike takes him down really low, about 14 life. Can they get a hold of him? He still gets healed up. That miscoil from Fluff saves him, and the shield. What a player right there. A true babysitter in his own right, aids out his Mike companion, and he does live on. And Evo is forced to retreat out along with Smash. Grabs the illusion on the way and waveforms to the high ground.
Yeah, it's so tough to bring down this Morphling, and now that he's this Lincoln Sphere, it's going to be that much more difficult. But Mike staying alive at like 4 HP. I thought he was dead, but...
Oh, there's your Blink Ravage going to work, and they take down Brax with it. Nice grab from them. All it takes is just a 3-man combo right here, and they put that first Blink Ravage to use. Get a hold of Brax, and they'll get a hold of a tier 1 tower as well.
The mid will go down. That's going to be some extra gold. Smash is starting to catch up now. He's not going to go for the drum. He's going to forego that. He only has 64 CS at 60 minutes in. And Smash has had a rough time. He has 5 assists, though. That's the thing. That's really what's keeping him in this game. And he has
top
the Claymore
tower
now,
is
so
under
Battle
attack.
Fury is still ways away, but he'll get there eventually.
Confidently here, throws out the Sleight of Fist, holds TC in his place, not allowing him to press on forward and hope for any sort of hefty burst. He's about 350 gold, 300 now away from completing his Agnems. That could be a big changer for them. And top lane, you're going to see Brax make his return back from the
Moonlight,
dead.
Shadow,
Radiant's
DC,
top tower is
Smash,
under
chasing
attack.
after him. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Fire Blast, Arrow, connects a TC in the butt. And he is going to fall. The Frost Blast, Mist Coil, not going to keep him alive. Now Fluff is in trouble. He should have his ultimate ready to go. It's going to be tough to bring him down.
Look like
Oh
wanted to-
my,
wow,
the
the
global strategy.
Very nice.
Wow.
Moran ends up going down. Mike also he wants to get the other support. This should be a nice snag for them, and it will be. So they return fire for TC, who had been taken down. He was very, very close to completing out his Agnem Scepter, and unfortunately he's going to be waiting a little bit longer. Meanwhile, back behind enemy lines, you see Mihawk chasing down Fluff right here. Already used his borrowed time, but he forced to
Radiant's
TP
middle
out.
tower is under
Morphling's
attack.
not going to be there in time with the adaptive
Dire's
strike, and now you
bottom
see
tower
Nyx
is
Assassin
under
pressing
attack.
on in. But hopefully they don't overstay their welcome. Jump forward. Gush going to catch here in Whitebeard. Whitebeard's going to be forced to pull out. Yeah, that's not going to work. Gets shoved in the back, and now, oh boy. Whitebeard goes down.
I don't know that. I mean, I guess that was his only option for him. I guess that's probably the right play there, but
Double degradation.
if only he had a Force Staff or something. But again, he's a support Zeus, so there's not a lot of options for him in terms of escapability and mobility. Mike does pick up the Orc of Malevolence, so that's great. He also picks up a DD rune. Ewo picked up the tier 2 tower down bottom, so he's got, I think, a Yasha flying out? Yeah, a full Yasha now for Ewo. Either a casual Yasha or a Manta style. We'll see which one. Maybe casual Yasha into Ethereal Blade. This is probably a good E-Blade game. Actually, with Abaddon's Borrowed Time, TC's pretty tanky, but they're going to find Smash.
Smash, yeah, might be in trouble here. They get a nice multi on him, and the silence going to lock him in place. Mike puts to use that Orchid and a DD, and they take down the mid laner. Ember Spirit falls, and now they move towards pressure on this tier 1 tower. Glyph is available and ready to try to slow them down a little bit, but it doesn't look like Not Today are going to put up any sort of contention. The arrow, woo, no Glyph used.
Dire's
Not today.
top tower is under
I
attack.
get used to pulling out the Glyph. Even if it's dead regardless, you can kind of falter up their last hit. It allows you more time to get stuff done elsewhere. Can't say it enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's free.
I
It's
forget to
literally
use it all the
free.
time, too. I mean, who am I to judge?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't know. They should.
They're pros.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say is that they're pros. Like, they need to be able to do that. But either way, I guess it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. TC does have the Ags now. Fluff is going to roam through the jungle with him. They're going to try to find Mihawk, maybe. There is a replicate up on the Murata, so if they run into that, hopefully they don't try to go for that. But they're going to take the tower down bottom instead, I think. It's full health, though, so it's going to be kind of difficult to take
Make
down.
up your
so
mind. They keep running back and forth in this jungle before
They don't know what
get
to do,
anything
man.
done.
Yeah.
A replicate. Boom! Bang!
Got him.
Radiant's
Boom,
bottom
boom.
tower is under
You're
attack.
out of mana now, TC.
Wait, what? What? That was just replicate? Now TC has no mana.
Uh-oh, Brax in the top lane. They dove him, they waveformed him up. Lightning Bolt coming in. That's going to be the Lincoln Sphere. But they won't take the tower. Brax has to back away and regen up with his ultimate, and he will do so.
Radiant's bottom
And bottom
tower
lane is getting
under
pressured.
attack.
Glyph. Glyph. There we
Radiant's
go.
top
They get it
tower
this
is
time.
fortified.
There we go. Very nice. And that will be insta-refreshed as well.
Radiant's
So
bottom
they have no
tower
more tier
has
1s
fallen.
as it is.
Dire's
And you
structures
see
are
Sneaky Nick
fortified.
Assassins put their glyph to use pretty early here on the top. Well, they're going to be able to hand that one over as
Dire's
well. So
top
tower
tower
after
is
tower
under
will begin to
attack.
fall here. And your net worth, not too significant for either team. At most, maybe a
Dire's
1k
top
lead
tower
for
has
either of them.
fallen.
It begins to dip back towards the Sneaky Nick's Assassin side. And they continue to add pressure here on the bottom. And we'll have to see where it progresses from here on out. Not today, not letting up either on their top lane. A lot of illusions here, including the replicate, and these two knuckleheads popped out from what I would imagine being that illusion rune. They're just going to keep pressuring it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure coming out on
Dire's
these
top
tier 2
tower
towers in
is
top and
under
bottom. And
attack.
mid lane, Brax has some pressure coming in. He's got a nice group wave, so
Dire's structures
I think
are
honestly, Not Today will lose more if they keep staying here. But Brax is deciding whether or not he wants to keep going. Bottom lane, Fluff is here alone. So top lane, they're still pressuring. Now they have to
Radiant's
back
middle
away.
tower is
There
under
is the
attack.
replicate. It's about to die. And he actually does replicate back top. So Ewo is ready to fight, but he actually replicates for nothing. I mean, he could try to continue to pressure, but they all back away. Smash goes bottom. They jump on him. Mike is going to orchid up Smash, but Mike's about to fall. Smash grabs the kill.
Radiant's middle
Mike getting caught out of
tower is under
position.
attack.
That's actually going to be Ember's full Battle Fury now. He hasn't completed if he just buys the Perseverance. So, big pickup coming out from Smash. to
Well,
get
he
him up
better
there.
buy it before he might get taken down here. Jumping from Braxton. Wow! He shoots right up to the top lane. I had him locked on camera, and I'm a bit nauseous after seeing that one. He makes his escape all the way up to the high North Peak and makes it out. So he will be able to reserve that money. He does get a hold of his Perseverance, which is on the corridor. Flying back to base, ready for him to get snag it on up. While the
Radiant's
rest of Sneaky
bottom
Nick's
tower
Assassins
is
continue to
under
push on the
attack.
bottom lane. And,
Dire's
well,
top
Brax
tower
sees a
is
Crystal
under
Maiden.
attack.
And he sees an opportunity for a kill, hopefully. But Crystal Maiden does have that mech. Living up a little bit longer, makes him work for it, but they eventually do take him down. And that's more time for Not Today to open up on that tier 2 on the
Dire's
top.
top tower
And they
has
take it down
fallen.
first. So if they could
Radiant's
TP over,
bottom
they might
tower
consider
is
going for
under attack.
contention. But looks like that's not happening just yet. Ewo, though, is going to use that replicate and make his stride into the high ground for now and add some pressure on that tier 3 tower,
Dire's
while
top
Sneaky
tower
Nick's
is
Assassins
under attack.
still working with this tier 2.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Flips goes. Mihawk jumping in. Gush goes in. They want to defend this tower. Lightning Bolt coming in on the backside. That'll be on a replicate, I believe. And they actually can't get the tower. It's going to get denied, maybe. We'll see. They might jump on this. Nope. Deny.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Well, Brax does get his Scotty now, though. So,
That's big.
all right. Yeah, that's going to be
Radiant's
huge.
middle
Slowing
tower
down
is
the,
under
both the move and
attack.
attack speed of these heroes is very important. Making
Curious
sure.
what TC will invest in next. I mean, it's nice to have your Agnums, but you
Blink,
can,
I think.
I mean, you
Maybe
lose a
Yules.
lot of mana, though. I mean,
Yeah, maybe Yules then. I think if you're
I would say
looking
if
for
you
mana
want the
regeneration.
mobility of a Blink, but also some mana regen, why not a Force Staff?
Yeah, that's fine too.
Force Staff can work, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he considers the Blink ahead of time, but you just always use so much mana so quick. It's quite deceptive how much it can take to just even pull out your Ignite and double Fire Blast combo. You know, heaven forbid you're even able to get a secondary follow-up, but he does take a DD rune, quickly bottles it up, puts it to use, and might cross paths with Mirana. 1, 2. That one doesn't get a multi, but it gets the Ignite off. Oh, the mech is going to save her. And now he's thinking he might need to overcommit. And he already has no mana. And now gets on the back end of a Ravage. They do manage to finish off that Mirana. He gets off the one secondary Fire Blast, but he has nothing else. He falls in trade for that Mirana. And a Moonlight Shadow. Mike is forced to put up the Sprout, but Remnant's right on through it. Smash. Smashing his way right towards Mike, and they take him down. Gush is there to assist it, but it is going to be Smash who picks up the kill. And they lose 2 for the one support Mirana.
They're just taking silly fights right now. Ravage comes in. I mean, they see the timer. They need to back away. They chased a little too far. Brax was able to secure the kill. TC was trying to chase to the high ground. Zeus not doing nearly enough anymore where it's becoming a
Dire's
giant
middle
factor.
tower
Although he
is
did just
under
get level
attack.
11, so level 2 ult is going to be coming in at about 45 seconds. However, this is going to lead Not Today to have a tier 2 tower. And I really think Not Today are actually in a very good position. I mean, Brax, yes, he's got a Scotty, but look at how farmed Ewo
Dire's
is.
middle
1,400 net
tower
worth,
has fallen.
BKB, Lincolns, and a Yasha. So he has no real damage yet, but he has a lot of defensive capabilities. He's not going to die, I don't think, if he gets caught out of position.
Yeah, he's kind of building up that sweet water morphling foundation before he really brings in the heavy-hitting guns, whether that be the Manta completion or a potential F-Blade, his own Scotty, you know, who really knows. At this point, he's still having a pretty good right-click time, and he moves to the top where no one is contesting any sort of farm, so he'll just kind of take advantage of that. Meanwhile, lingering nearby, Nyx Assassins, they might make a go for Roach. They have Nature's Prophet. They scouted out with the Sprout. No one's going to be there. They're not going to pop out the Treants just yet. First, they got a D-Ward, which they'll see right over here. Well, they can't see it yet. And they also don't see this Sentry. But taking a lot of time with this, and this is time for Not Today to just kind of analyze what the hell is actually happening here.
This is... Oh.
Oh, they're making a go on this replicate. And it's
Get the
going to fall.
replicate. Got him.
They
You
also
did
get
it,
the
Brax.
information with that Zeus Ultimate to see who's relatively nearby, but they do eventually take down that ward. But I don't think they're going to look to commit quite yet on this Roche. Top lane's getting pushed in a little too hard from Ewo, and they might double back instead.
Yeah, they can't afford to take Roshan when Ewo's up there, just looking to take him the tier 3 tower. Split push is real
Dire's
from Not
top
Today.
tower is
Nyx
under attack.
Assassins have a really team fighty lineup, with the exception of Nature's Prophet. But, I mean, as long as Not Today continue to do what they're doing, they can get plenty of farm for not only Smash to get back into this game, but for Ewo to continue to thrive and take down the tier 3 and maybe a set of racks. If they could get one big team fight, also that could lead to a tier 3. Although there is a lot of buyback coming in. Brax has it, Furion has it, TC has it. They're going to Moonlight. TC's in
Moonlight
trouble.
follow-up. They want mid, and they might be able to get it here. They also have the Ravage in the back lines ready to come in for contention, and there it is. Catches on 2, actually catches on 3. Whitebeard gets caught in that one as well. TC gets blown up. Fluff is forced to pull out the TP, but he's not going to be going anywhere. So immediate 2-man takedown and a promising gank coming out from Not Today. Now they can look to open up on this mid lane as they push it on home. Brax is instead trying to put attention towards the bottom with a split push, but same with Mike. And that's going to force Evo back. Evo's making a go on Mike. Mike falls. And now he's godlike, and now he opens up on Brax here, and Brax has to retreat back while the rest of his team might need to consider defending out because Not Today are still pushing on in.
Evo had Replicate, but it's gone. I'm not sure what happened to it, but
He's committed to bottom now.
yeah. So, but this will give Not Today some room to put chip damage on the tier 3. Glyph is pop though, and I don't know if they're gonna get much else than that. They're gonna back away. They did hit an arrow on Whitebeard from the mid lane to the bottom lane. That's pretty impressive. But time to back. Evo gets more farm with that kill. He has to pop a BKB. Well worth it. He's got his Vanta style as well. I mean, this guy is farm now. We call him the Black South for a reason. 225 in last hits, 9 kills, 0 deaths. They're having a great game for him, and Smash is just going to ride his coattails, essentially. Battle Fury, Smash is going for a BKB, and yeah, I mean, this makes it very difficult for Slark to do anything in this game now. And it looks like he's going to be going for a bash. Brax needs more than just his his abilities. He needs his right click coming in.
Yeah, it's rough, and TC's Ogre not getting that snowball point you're hoping to see when you get a hold of a decently timed Magnum. He still hasn't invested in anything else yet. He's fallen multiple times since then, and really hasn't had the opportunity to build up a lot of income for himself. Near 1,500 again, but this is probably the second or third time I've seen him hold this kind of gold without really putting it in a whole lot. So whether he is saving it for the 2250 of a Blink Dagger or not, he's got a little more work to do. I need to just keep on igniting out these waves. You see Whitebeard, he does manage to finish out his Agnums, whereas there's not really any BKBs with the exception of Smash on the side of Not Today that will do reasonable impact globally for his team. But I don't know if it's going to be to the same avail like we saw last game in the hands of Complexity.
Well, I mean, for Mihawk and for Not Today now, they have a couple of options here. They actually have the net worth lead by a decent margin now, but they've got to get into Roshan. Again, they're on the Radiant side. There aren't any 2-2 towers, though, so if they can get a pick off on Nyx Assassins, they can head to Rosh. Evo's going to push bottom. I mean, Smash is going to push mid. And there's not really much you can do for Nyx Assassins to stop this pressure. I mean, Brax is trying to split push. He does have his Blink. He does have his Basher now. That's enough, but Mihawk's building towards his Refresh Orb. He'll have that somewhat soon. 30 minutes. Brax is going to jump on him, actually.
Jump on Mihawk. Mihawk gets taken down very, very quickly. Added burst coming out from Whitebeard from across the seas. That's more enough to get it done. Now Moonlight Shadow going to be called out. That was probably for defensive. Oh, Whitebeard almost used an arrow. That was lingering on through the mid lane. Smash presses forward. This might be a bit of a bait right here. They're not going to bite just yet. They pull all the way back while Brax is still split pushing that top lane right here. Linking on through. Take out that replicate, and we'll just continue to kind of hammer it home right here. And it looks like Not Today might consider going towards the Rosh area. No wards are up on either team. Nope, never mind. They're just going to keep going on through. Both teams not really considering Rosh just yet. About 30 minutes in. Just a bit unsafe to do, I guess.
Radiant's
Oh,
courier has
nice
been
snipe
killed.
from Brax. I don't think they had no vision. He just ran into that.
No
Brax
cargo
Stark
word
packs
on.
that off. Smash is going to get called out. Maybe arrow sailing through. Brax is not going to get hit up with that. They'll back away. Blink now done for Mike, and a lot of wards.
Wow, he sneaks in from behind, trying to get the quick kill on Marana, but that mechanism helps her about, and unfortunately, he gets baited into
No
an
buyback.
opportunity, and that did not go the way they wanted, and he hands over a kill to the Morphling, who's now beyond godlike, and that allows them to perfectly move into this Rosh pit. Oh, that is not what he wanted. He was hoping for a quick pick off there on Marana, but Crystal Maiden right there with that mechanism keeps her alive, and they just pounce right back on the Slark. Take him out.
This is Roche now. This is Age because Brax was too aggressive. He didn't have buyback. I mean, there's no reason for him to be there. They were all there. He wanted that kill. He talked about the mech. Perfect timing comes in. They keep him alive. Fast Roshan. Look how fast they're taking this down. Evo grabs the Aegis, and he has 3.5k gold to boot.
Radiant's top
Luckily,
tower
Mike
is
is
under
doing a nice
attack.
job split pushing top lane. They did
Radiant
start pressuring the mid
structures are
lane.
fortified.
So now you have to reset. Not today. Have to go home. They have to push out the waves and then go from there. So
His right click's coming in. He's got his Maelstrom and Blink Dagger. Uh-oh, eats an adaptive strike. Gets shielded up from Fluff, but
Radiant's top
yeah,
tower
he's
is
got a
under
Desperation TP.
Nope.
Another kill in the belt from Ewo. Man, this guy loves his Morphling. He can really farm it on up.
And this is why Manta was such a great choice early on and getting it right after the Lincoln Sphere, because you could just Manta out of that Orchid, and all of a sudden Mike has got a useless item against the against the Morphlings. So, and this Scotty's actually almost done. He just buys 2 Ultimate Orbs right out, and he's getting closer and closer to having that. With a Scotty, I think they probably just win. In fact, they might just go down mid and try to take this Rax. Mike's not up for another 25, so we'll see what they can get done here. I mean, they have some chip damage to this tower. Can they get it,
middle
though?
tower is under attack.
They got a Blink Rabbit also ready to go. And without Mike on the field just yet, they are down a man. Fluff is leading out the front, trying to pull the creeps away from the tower, using that shield to his own benefit. But here we go. Morphling moves in. Says, get the hell away, Abad. You're not going to stop me from getting off my serious right clicks. Oh, big multi, though. They do manage to burst him down and remove the first life of that Aegis. And now he'll come back. Can they get him again? Oh, he quickly waveforms away before TC's able to get off a proper burst stun. And for now, it looks like not today. They're going to have to second guess what kind of commitment they want. But for now, they're lingering on the sidelines. Oh, they see Brax push on out. They want to grab anyone that kind of leaves home. And they can't quite latch on.
I mean, I fear for Nyx Assassins because they have no real late game threat when you compare it to an Ember Spirit and a Morphling. I mean, Morphling, he's going a bit early. He doesn't have a Scotty. That was a bit aggressive to try to take that tower just on the high ground. There's plenty of burst potential, and he didn't even get to pop his BKB. So maybe he goes up the high ground, he pops his BKB, and they try to take a fight, but I don't know. Mike is all the way down bottom. He's trying to pressure into the tier 3 tower down there. He might TP back home, though. We'll see.
We'll see as high ground will be pressured again as the creeps begin to move on in. It's repeat here. Nice 3 times multi. Takes Evo pretty low. But a nice stun Ravage as they push on through. They want to finish off Whitebeard. They get it done. Shackled down is going to be TC. The tier 3 is going to fall, and I think not today. Are going to try to walk out with at least that. Crystal Maiden, though, big ultimate from the low ground. Zones them back. Huge damage, but no one taken down yet. There we go. TC is going to fall now, but Smash with full life to work with. They can open up on these set of racks right here. Finish them out, and this is going to be devastating for the Nyx Assassins to try to come back from for now.
Evo was living on the edge, man. He was at like 100 HP or something when he popped his BKB. He was real low. They will take down Masoku. Brax comes in, assassinates him. Now the Remnant away coming up from Smash. Evo is still working on this Rax waveform coming through. He wants it. He's going to grab it. He has Replicate. Now Replicate's down and he gets it done. One set of Rax done. Mike's working on bottom, though. Meanwhile, he has to blink away. He was putting pressure on the wrong Rax, though, on the melee. That'll just regen up. So at least he gets the tier 3 tower out of it. But again, for a set of Rax, probably not worth it.
No, certainly not. So now a wounded sneaky Nyx Assassins press on. They're going to get a hold of Smash here. They pounce on and they use that Orchid and they take him down. Nice grab for them. Smash does have his buyback available, but he's going to be out of the game for 65 seconds until he at least commits it. So continuing to pressure on here. Sneaky Nyx Assassins not looking to hand this one over too easily. They do lose their mid set of racks, so mid lane is going to continue to pressure on in and not as nearly as much farm potential there. They're going to try to look for some work elsewhere. Mike returns back to that bottom lane, and we'll try to split push it home with Brax doing work at the top. Oh, the arrow catches on Brax, but
there's
they
no
can't follow it up.
Yeah, exactly. Brax will just back away. He's like, well, that's a freebie. He backs off, and he's fine. He'll blink away. Maybe trying to take the tier 2. Mike has to be careful, though. I mean, he does have the blink dagger, which makes it a lot easier for him to, split push. And this is the evolution of Eradicate, if you will. Eradicate Dota coming out.
Splinter, really trying to make it work right now, though. Bulldog being true sensei.
He really is.
Rather of the rat dojo. Mike is but a student, lurking his way up. Putting work time and time again. The second time today, working with this Nature's Prophet. Would love to benefit from a little more additional damage. As 2.9k invested towards maybe completing out a Mjolnir on his part. But he's got to reserve some of that for buyback, I would imagine, just in case things get a little too sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options. Smash does have a Crystals, by the way. Scotty is finally done for Ewo. I mean, maybe wait for Roshan and then take a fight. They've got everything they need to win this game. However, Ewo's walking into maybe a trap. There's a lot of heroes bottom. They don't jump on him. They have no real blink dagger other than Mike if they want to blink and, use the sprout, but that's not enough to lock him down. And by the way, 2,000 gold with only 1 strength. This guy is dealing some damage right now, I'll tell you what.
all that stats really paying off for him. And TC's next item investment that we've been waiting for is going to be a BKB, so we'll be able to unleash his true fury in one team fight, but the mobility is not going to be by his side if he wants to try to be a strong initiator for his team, which is something they've been lacking. With the exception of Brax able to blink in there and pounce on someone, there's not a whole lot except for Mike's TP that can help follow up and doing the big burst. Ogre has to kind of waddle himself in there and hope he can find the opportunity to unload some serious fire blast, but they pull back from this bottom lane. Not today, will push it on out, and like you said, I'd imagine they'll wait for the Roche to pop back up, get a hold of that Aegis, and potentially look to go for another set of racks on the Sneaky Nyx Assassin's base.
The Mental Style coming in. Ewo has no nighttime vision to catch out Mike. That's a really smart play from Mike, and he realized that once the waveform is gone, Ewo can't waveform into the Sprout and try to kill him there, so really smart play. Mike barely survives in this situation where he's in a pretty compromising position. They could try to theoretically take a set of racks without an Aegis, but I think it's just safer this way for not today to sit back, farm up, get the next set of items. This does give room for the Slark and for Mike to get more items, but it also gives room for Smash as well, so it's really it's up to not today at this point. Maybe wait for the refresher on the Tidehunter. He doesn't have the recipe yet. He has both Kubotas, just not the recipe, so. But the DD rune might change their minds.
Oh, yes. That double damage. So promising, and it's going to be Morphly who quickly picks it up, and they would love to put this to use, that's for sure. So they migrate towards this bottom lane, and they're looking to use a second big set of damage to the structures on the side of Sneaky Nyx Assassins. He is lingering about mid lane. He can get a hold of Brax here. Waveforms forward, Adaptive Strike takes him down about a quarter life, but not going to be enough clearly to take him out. Another stats man himself, Brax with his own Scotty, and now Brasher, Brasher, the Brax Brasher in hand, and the BKB still fresh, 10 seconds anew, ready to work with. But here we go. You see the assault coming on in. Nyx Assassins on pressure bottom. TC gets taken down. Hero pushes through and takes apart Ogre, and Ogre has no buyback. He's out for a full minute, and they're already going to town on these racks. They need some desperate help here.
This is going to be a Rax dead, at the very least, the melee Rax. Mike's trying to split push and do wrap, and now Ewo jumps in. BKB, Whitebeard is about to fall, gets obliterated by the Morphling. Now they're going to work on Fluff. He pops the borrowed time. Here comes Brax. His BKB is popped. Whitebeard does have buyback available. Now Brax, look at that move speed and attack speed. So he does Dark Pact off the Ravage coming in. Look how far they are pushing it back. Mihawk getting caught out now. He's about to fall. Ewo going to work. No BKB. Waveforms back. They want the range rack still very low. And Masoku's been going to work on it. And about to be 2 sets of racks down here. They do jump on Masoku. Masoku cannot get the range racks, but no regen. It's gonna die maybe to the siege creep. No. One more right click. They need to just go into set jump. Just kidding.
That siege creep. MVP gets it done. Cleans out the last set of racks right there. Well, not today. Are on constant retreat. It's Sneaky Nyx Assassins that are looking to push on in and get what they can. A Desperation Ultimate coming out from Crystal Maiden. Does a bit of damage, but not clearly enough. Ewo, you see right there, cleans out Fluff and uses that Replicate to put himself all the way back towards the mid lane river and up towards the Bounty Rune. So, another set of racks completed in the end to the benefit of not today. And Nyx might need to consider taking this Roche when it comes back up and using that to their advantage to try to make a big comeback.
Yeah, they need Roche. I don't think they win this game if they let Roche go to not today. I mean, you have 700 GPM going for Ewo right now, 27,000 net worth. Picks up an Eagle Song for himself, so the beginnings of either a shotgun or, I guess a butterfly could be just as good in this situation. They probably can't kill him if it is a butterfly. I mean, with a BKB, with a Scotty, with a Lincoln Sphere, he's just, at this point, pretty much unkillable. So, Ewo makes his way back home. He has yet to die in this game, by the way. That's so damn impressive.
Wow,
and almost make a creep, so, yeah.
There's that butterfly, as if it wasn't hard enough. And now you got a Daedalus here on Smash, and Agnum's also. Money is coming in, the items abundance in favor of not today. Looking to press on and become 2-0 here in the Summit 2. America, and they're looking pretty damn good. As now Ravage is 30 more seconds before it's up and available. A little ways away from completing out that refresher. But we could see a big engagement here by the Roche, but you already see Fluff putting down the ward. Wants to get a bit of extra vision here. They're going to send that Replicate up to scout things out. Or Fluff is lingering nearby. Not today also. Oh, they're going to just immediately take down that ward. Nice grab from them. Oh, they see the smoke though.
Yeah, the smoke came out from the Tide Hunter, the replicate, so they know. A bit unfortunate, but I mean, at the same time, Nyx Assassins are they weren't going to go for that kill. Not today. They're going to go back. They're going to push out all the waves. They're going to make it so that Nyx Assassins have to go defend the base. And Nyx Assassins spent a lot of time pushing out these lanes that have mega creeps in them. So if they get pushed back into the into the base again, they can just take Roche. I mean, they could already kill it so quickly that it doesn't matter. They don't even really need to think about
they're
Nyx
going
Assassins.
For Mike. Mike is trying to push this top lane. They don't see him pushing on in. They'll know that he went to the side shop or something. Oh, he quickly gets a glimpse. He even pulls out the BKB just in case they try to stop him. So a very safe play right there from Mike. Gets him out.
I mean, at this point, if that's the play that you're making for Mike, if you're popping a BKB in that situation, I don't know. Nothing's really going right for them at this point, so he'll have to TP back home. He's trying to push out top. Ewo's going to push that back in. The one lane they don't have mega creeps in. Meanwhile, bottom jungle, smash.
Ooh, smash. Oh. Immediate sleight of fist locks the two of them in their place, and he just remnants himself away. Now to the low ground, now to the high ground. Moonlight Shadow going to be popped out right now, and they're on the hunt. They want to get a hold of Fluff. I don't think Fluff's going to be getting away from this one, buddy. Say your prayers. He's done. Rana picks up the kill, and not today. Creep towards the Roche, where Mike already has his little babies scouting it out.
Oh my
they get
God.
obliterated.
That wasn't even close. Those guys died, and that's Smash is doing some work now. Not only just Ewo, but Smash 2 is getting involved, and this Roche dies instantly, and he picks up the Aegis. And it's time to finish this game off. They're gonna head top probably, and they're gonna push in the last set of racks.
Looking pretty grim right now for the sneaky Nyx Assassins. It's going to take a big comeback for them to really get back into this one as a tough opponent right now, and not today to prevent. They're going to go for the final blow here. Only one set of racks still alive. Whitebeard has been putting in the overtime with that Arc Lightning to prevent the creeps from pushing on in, and he's trying to get a hold of a refresher himself, investing so much that he will not have buyback available in case a fight does break out. Same goes for TC. He needs another 200 gold before he even has his own buyback available.
They're not saving for buyback. In fact, you just saw Brax pick up an Abyssal Blade. They know that if they can't win this fight, then they just can't win the game. Like, if they die once, they just can't do anything. Like, a buyback's not going to help them in this situation.
Boy. And your refresher is on the way to Tide Hunter. That's going to make this all the better for not today to go for the final blow. It's going to take a pretty damn strong defense coming out from the sneaky Nyx Assassins on the high ground to take this game back, I can tell you that.
The net worth lead is not nearly as big as it was in the last game, but it feels like it's a bit of a steeper lead than it was in the last game. And that's saying something. That was a 40k net worth lead, and this game feels more one-sided than the previous game does. And a lot of that has to do with the double set of racks is gone. And this is just because they have ways to push into the base where the last game Complexity didn't have that.
Looking to lead the front smash with the benefit of that Aegis. He can clear out these waves very, very easily with that Daedalus Battle Fury combo. And still a pretty nice BKB with 8 seconds to go. Will prevent any sort of heavy damage coming out from TZ, from Whitebeard company. He's going to lead the front right now. He steps on in. Gets the chains there on Fluff. Uh-oh, Mihawk. First Ravage doesn't catch on anything. Refresher, second Ravage. Can he go for it now? He's waiting for the BKB at least to stop there. And TC, who might be just right-click down. Brax, though, opening up here on Ewo. And they try to burst him down. There's your second Ravage. Does catch on a lot right there and does finish off TC, who buys back immediately. Mihawk down to a quarter life with nothing left in the tank. And it's Ewo who's trying to open up on this tier 3. Not today. Really pressed past this tower to try to get something done. And Nyx Assassins on their last hurrah trying to go for a final defense. Don't take down anyone just yet except for the Crystal Maiden. I mean, Smash is still alive. He's actually back in the base right now.
The prize is mine.
With his Aegis still available.
Yeah, he didn't want to fight that. Ewo actually replicated out in the middle of the fight, realizing that, hey, we didn't really do well there. We need to back up. They did get TC, but he bought back immediately afterward. So at least they forced one buyback out, but Mihawk, what the hell was that, man? That 4-step into the first Ravage, I'm like, that's not going to do anything. The second Ravage came out, it did more work, but by that time, everyone was already gone, or...
Yeah.
I mean, they got the kill on TC, but he was already dead. I mean, he was at like 20 HP from Ewo. So, kind of unfortunate. Not today, though. They don't need to panic yet. And that fight really doesn't give much to Nyx Assassins. However, they're looking to assassinate Smash here. I mean, you look where he is mid laner right now, and He's got to be careful.
They
He
have
should
2
be fine,
minutes
though.
left to really take advantage of this Aegis if they want to. Got 3.6K is pressing down mid lane. Brax creeping in from behind. Scouts out Mirana, but can't get that pounce and that quick pickoff. Now has to back up instead. Fluff is nearby and will also need to make a retreat. Holy moly, inside the base. Evo going to town right now. What the hell? Quickly takes
replicated
down
out,
Precious
too.
Little Whitebeard. Does a lot of damage on TC. And
If you
well,
can.
gets on out.
Yeah, his
Quick hit
BKB
run.
was up. His BKB was up. He didn't want to get hit up with the Fire Blast. He could have killed TC if he stayed longer, but the rotations were already there. So, yeah, the hit and run like you talked about. And this is just... They could probably do this for the rest of the game, and that's probably how they'll win. Or they could just go for a fight and take the Rex. I mean, it really is their choice. Again, you talked with the Aegis. By the time they get up to the high ground here, it might be down, so they have to be careful.
Yeah, Smash better get in there real quick if he wants to try to at least put it to somewhat use and get off what he can. Otherwise, it might get expired right before he comes back. And he does have a buyback if that's the case. If he repped it out, he should be able to come right back in the fray if needed. But here we go. Ignite's going to lead things out to try to slow their roll a bit. But Evo begin to open up on this tower. Link's going to be popped. Fire Blast falls up. No multicast right there. Brax now pops his BKB. Looking to right click Evo. Evo getting pretty low right
Abyssal.
now. And the Abyssal as well. Locks him in place. Can they burst him down? Waveform all the way forward. And they can't quite get him yet. Whitebeard very
Oh, yeah.
low. And Smash is there to try to clean it up after Evo does go down. Presses on forward, gets a hold of Mike, and he loses his Aegis. Mike barely able to escape from this one. 3 down technically on the side of Not Today, and he's forced to retreat on home. Brax goes to the high ground, but he gets it done! They take down Smash, 2 lives now. Does have buyback available, but that is not what Not Today wanted to do.
Great play from Rex. You get in there, hits up the stun with his Basher, and then follows up the Abyssal Blade. Then they use the ultimate coming out from Whitebeard to secure the kill. And now Whitebeard actually has Ag's Refresher coming out just from that fight alone. And that's looking real strong. I mean, these BKBs are not long duration anymore. Evo has a Black Key bar duration of 5 seconds. You look at Smash, his BKB duration 7, so they're getting low. And all of a sudden, you know, that no Ravage was expended there from Mihawk. That probably turns the fight around if he hits one. Mihawk has to make some plays now. I mean, this is the reason why I feel like they're not being able to finish the game off is because he's not hitting Ravages, and they're not really helping out Evo.
Smash
to
had a
keep him
buyback,
alive.
Radiant's
and now he
middle
doesn't,
tower has
but
fallen.
it's 80 gold away, and then he'll have it, but I just
I don't
wanted
know
to
what
have
happened.
it for now. He's
He
going to have
bought,
to wait
he
like
bought
a minute.
TD scroll probably,
Are
and then
fortified.
he didn't have it anymore. But they do buy back an Evo, and that pushes everyone else back from Sneaky Nix Assassins. Although Evo buying back is actually huge. Now that you have to play defensively for Not Today, I think for another couple of minutes here. And whereas Brax and Mike still have buybacks, so I don't think Evo try to go for. I don't think they try to go for a building anytime soon. I mean, they expect them to wait for Roshan yet again, as Resident Sleeper as that would be theoretically.
Yeah. But Nyx Assassin's proving that they're very much still in this one. For a game that everyone was saying, just throw out the GG, it's over. There's still life here in the sneaky Nyx Assassin squad. If they get another promising fight like that when there's no buyback, no Aegis available, they'll just waltz themselves down the mid lane, let's say, finish what they started. Probably take home a couple of set of racks at that point in the game where it's late enough. The death timer is going to be approaching the 2-minute mark. And it's going to be a long time before Not Today are going to be able to put up a nice defense. It's really anyone's game at this point.
They really just need a Ravage to set up some of these supports dying. Like, Whitebeard needs to die very quickly so he doesn't get his ultimates off. And Ravages are going to be what does that. Mike going down immediately is also really important, too. And making sure they just get out of these fights. Because the other heroes are too tanky for them to focus down. Like, trying to kill TC, as important as he is, because he throws out so many different spells, and trying to take down Brax because he's got a lot of right-click, that's not what you should be going for. Just try to kill Whitebeard and try to kill Mike as quickly as possible and go from there. And again, in doing so, you have to use Ravages. So it comes down to Mihawk. They will pressure up the top lane. I'm surprised they're going for it this early on, but they're going to try to maybe find something here.
They did benefit from the Ravage's last engagement. This time they'll have 2 ready to go. But that all comes down to him getting off a good Ravage, which we saw last time. Only 1 was used, and even then it was just a little late. So really anything can happen even when you feel confident enough to have it. So let's see what happens here. Fluff is the one in front, taking advantage of that shield, but just like that. Smash is going to clear out that wave like it's nothing. Gets the easy grab right there. He's going for the double crit. Only the Crystalist right now, but needs to reserve that buyback gold, which he does have available, but Evo does not. And in almost 5 minutes before he'd even have a buyback available on his side. Mike has his buyback. Brax has his buyback. And other than that, just Marana on the side of Not Today. So they move on forward. The replicate's out. And now Evo looking to unleash right clicks from those Manta illusions and bring the tower very low now at 128. Just a slow siege still coming out from Not Today.
They're trying to siege this up, but Mike's doing a really great job of keeping the other lanes pushed out. He's kept bottom lane pushed out pretty effectively. And so this is going to be a long siege for Not Today. But they are starving away Nyx Assassins. They can't really get any other farm. But they do have constant creep waves coming into their base. So, I mean, they are getting that farm. Mike is, again, getting a lot of CS. He has plenty of money to buy back, like you talked about. Masoku did have buyback, and then he bought a Ghost Scepter. And he's going to shoot an arrow, which is going to sail through and miss. So, Not Today are looking for that, probably. An arrow to connect on, and then maybe go from there. But then Fluff will just Aphotic Shield, so... This is really tough, I think. Not Today are actually in a weird position.
High tension right here. Both teams waiting for that small bit of leverage that they can take advantage of. Well,
that might be it.
Forward,
oh.
That might be it. They move in. Ewo, follow up Ravage, Moonlight Shadow. Mike pops his BKB, presses forward, and, well, TC goes down, and he can't get a buyback, so he's out. And now they're going to just put their attention on this set of racks, and pressure comes to Brax. He takes down Marana, but he's also not going to be able to contest out these two big cores. The BKB's now dwindling down. Mike's hits the deck. Your second Ravage. Both of them connect very nicely this time, and they'll be able to clean house as a buyback is going to be forced to come out. Brax, low on low life, has to get back into the fountain. He's a lone defender. Mega creeps are out, and I think that's going to be game.
Yep.
And that's it.
Really well played there. Coming in, Ewo pops the BKB. They find an initiation with the Searing Chains. Arrow sailed through and missed, but it didn't matter. At that point, Ewo was already up in the high ground. Smash was already up in the high ground, and they melted through TC. They popped the double ultimate from Whitebeard. It wasn't enough at that point. They bring down the Ancient. They bring down the racks. Great game from Not Today. They take the victory. Sneaky Nyx Assassins move down to 2-3. Not Today move up to 2-0.
Looking pretty good. Not Today with their second day of showing. Sneaky Nyx Assassins still pretty hot and cold with some of their performances. Small opportunity for them to come back in that one, but Ewo won that Morphling, man. He knows how to get the job done eventually, and once they have everything lined up and everything available, a couple of sweet Ravages, they get that catch up on TC, who's Ogre. Did a little bit of work, but I don't think it was at the potential like we normally see TC able to do, so they might have to step back and reevaluate some of maybe their lineups they've been going with. So we'll see how it works out for them. But with that said, that concludes our fifth and final game of the day for day number 5 here in the Summit to America. And it's been a pleasure as always. Mott, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to support Mott, catch him over on his Twitter at MottDota. Anything you want to say before we let you go, my friend?
Again, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. As always, some American Dota is fun to watch. And yeah, just go ahead and follow me on MottDota if you guys like. And again, see you guys later.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And, well, for everyone else, we'll be back tomorrow about the same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time for more American Dota action. I believe we're going to have potentially another 5 best of ones ready to go, as I think we're going to have like 4 days straight of American Dota. We got a lot coming your way. Thank you so much for your support. We'll be back next time. Take care, everyone.